Hello everyone, I'm very happy to see all of you guys again here, and welcome back once again in this Python programming tutorial series. In previous tutorial we learned about instance variables in Python, like what is instance variables in Python, how to create instance variables in Python, how to access instance variables in Python, and so on. If you didn't watch previous video, please watch it. You can find link in I button, or you can find link in description below. You can also bookmark the Python tutorial playlist and subscribe to this channel, so you will not miss any future video. In today's video, we will continue our Python programming series and we will learn about instance methods in Python object-oriented programming. If you're new to programming or just curious about this concept, this video is absolutely for you. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid understanding of what is instance methods in Python, how to create instance method, calling an instance method, dynamically add instance method to an object, dynamically delete instance methods, and much more about instance methods. So, if you're ready, let's start today's video. In Python, instance methods are functions defined within a class that operate on instances, objects, of that class. These methods are associated with and can be called on specific instances of the class. Instance methods are one of the fundamental building blocks of object-oriented programming in Python. Instance methods are used to define the behavior of objects created from a class and are commonly used for tasks like modifying the state of the instance, performing calculations based on instance attributes, or interacting with other objects. When we create a class in Python, instance methods are used regularly. To work with an instance method, we use the self keyword. We use the self keyword as the first parameter to a method. The self refers to the current object. Any method we create in a class will automatically be created as an instance method unless we explicitly tell Python that it is a class or static method. Creating instance method in Python. Instance variables are not shared between objects. Instead, every object has its copy of the instance attribute. Using the instance method, we can access or modify the calling object's attributes. Instance methods are defined inside a class, and it is pretty similar to defining a regular function. Use the def keyword to define an instance method in Python. Use self as the first parameter in the instance method when defining it. The self parameter refers to the current object. Using the self parameter to access or modify the current object attributes. You may use a variable named differently for self, but it is discouraged since self is the recommended convention in Python. Let's see the example to create an instance method show in the student class to display the student details. In this example, show is an instance method because it is defined within the student class and takes self as its first parameter. The self parameter refers to the instance of the class on which the method is called. You can access and modify instance attributes using self. You can also take additional parameters, example, email and phone, etc., in the method, just like any other function. Calling an instance method in Python. We use an object and dot operator to execute the block of code or action defined in the instance method. First, create instance variables name and age in the student class. Next, create an instance method display to print student name and age. Next, create object of a student class to call the instance method. Let's see how to call an instance method show to access the student object details such as name and age. In this example, we have created a student class with two instance variable name and age. And to display the details of student, we have created an instance method show. After that, we have created two object of student class. Let's run this Python file to see the expected result. If you will run this Python file, you will see the same result as showing on the screen. This is important to note that inside any instance method, we can use self to access any data or method that reside in our class. We are unable to access it without a self parameter. An instance method can freely access attributes and even modify the value of attributes of an object by using the self parameter. By using self __class __ attribute, we can access the class attributes and change the class state. Therefore, instance method gives us control of changing the object as well as the class state. Modify instance variables inside instance method. Let's create the instance method update method to modify the student age and roll number when student data details change. Create instance variables in instance method in Python. Till the time we used constructor to create instance attributes. But instance attributes are not specific only to the __ init __ method, they can be defined elsewhere in the class. So, let's see how to create an instance variable inside the method. Dynamically add instance method to an object in Python. Usually, we add methods to a class body when defining a class. However, Python is a dynamic language that allows us to add or delete instance methods at runtime. Therefore, it is helpful in the following scenarios. 1. When class is in a different file, and you don't have access to modify the class structure. 2. You wanted to extend the class functionality without changing its basic structure because many systems use the same structure. Let's see how to add an instance method in the student class at runtime. We should add a method to the object, so other instances don't have access to that method. We use the types modules method type to add a method to an object. Below is the simplest way to method to an object. That's all for this video. We will discuss more about object-oriented programming in upcoming videos with practical examples. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future videos, please let us know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up for more content, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, keep exploring and keep coding. Thanks for watching, and happy coding.